Boy, am I amazed at how much work I'm willing to put myself through just to avoid getting back to my art. This morning I woke up with such great spirit and intention, and I asked myself clearly, carefully, before stirring anything else, and way before all my senses caught up on it. What is it today that my soul truly needs to do above all else? What is it crying out to do? And what is it that I truly need to get out of the way? And the answer was clear: to work on the sketch I had put away on the back burner many weeks before, and spend some time on it and see what magic I could make from it. But here I am at around 3:30 on a Sunday afternoon, and I still haven't got myself around to it since I woke up this morning. And instead I kept piling up on top of it things I had no intention on doing, just so I can push my goal further down the queue. And today I just decided to be a pitiless taskmaster. Now I know whenever I want to do some boring task, all I have to do is add on top of it another thing I would most likely procrastinate on. And just say, hey, I'm just going to do some art today. Yay! Well, after finding all the things to add to my ever-growing list of just one more thing to do, I decided to make some dip to go with my bag of chips. And I thought that maybe this might be an opportunity for me to just finally catch up with clarity and straighten myself out, whether or not art is something I truly want to do. It's quite clear that I'm more naturally inclined to automatically compile a long list of chores. Chores that I'm all of a sudden enthusiastic to do than to put some color onto paper and to toil and hack my way through each and every one of them. And then on top of that, keep adding more and more and more things onto the queue till it gets too late and too dark for me to even get anything done. And then it waits for me to do tomorrow. God, I can crunch on these chips forever. And then something came to mind. Like, I kept telling myself, like I did with assigning just one more task, just one more chip, and then I'll get my work done. And I realize as I'm digging through the mental conversation I'm having at the moment, that it just feels so good and so easy for me to just sit here and mindlessly snack away forever. There's that feeling of safety and comfort. There's no threat. There's no need to be counted on to control an outcome. It's something that requires not much thought. And these bag of chips is just so easy for me to take on at this moment. No one is here to challenge me. It's just me in my most carnal form, which I know so very well how to be. And there's no need to put up a defense, no anxiety, no threat, nor criticism, no telling myself that, maybe this is not worth it, maybe it's not good enough. And definitely, no one's around to judge my work. Perhaps I can be okay with this, and that I can be okay without ever doing art again. I mean, why do I think it's so important for me to try to move past where I'm at this moment in my art journey and add to it more learning, and pushing myself much further. Who am I trying to impress? Maybe this could be the level of mastery, energy, and attention that I'm all willing to afford. Where I've made it, where I'm comfortable and content on where my artistic journey has taken me. And I no longer need to push much further. And this is the heady banter I have with myself. I mean, what was the whole point of this creative pursuit of mine? I just wanted that ability to have fun with it and see where this will bring me. And perhaps this is just a good enough that I'm content with. And there's nothing wrong with that. I can just simply enjoy flipping through art channels and shop online all day and make chili and make myself some chip and dip. And once I arrived at that, it hit me really hard. It came to me that I create art because it's a way of expressing freedom. It's a way of experiencing freedom, of exercising my powers, and also bringing out the potential of this moment. Especially during a time where the world is at a deficit of human interaction, human connection. And it doesn't seem like the trend of more manufactured division going to end anytime soon. I express because the world is telling me that AI intends to express for me, and that I would no longer need to express creativity anymore. The need to remember an important telephone number, add to that the need to remember birthdays. It's no longer necessary because I have the cell phone to do everything for me. And that fuels me. This is why I must create even more now, to create and express what is within my soul as a human being. But to do art, to be able to have that luxury, it is a sacred expression of my spirit. I feel that I am honoring all that I am before I was first incarnated into this world and became who I am. I feel a deep honoring of all my ancestors who came before me, because I remember what it would have been. I am the dream of my ancestors. And I must find that pulse and that courage to create every day with no holdback of my fervor. I must never put it down. So yes, today was a productive day. And I got to